Hey everybody. This is weird and I really might be asking for trouble with the way, you should see the way my phone is on the stand. It's literally teetering on the stand. Like if I bump it at all, it's going to fall. I'm just on my iPad. I am just getting comments set up. I'm going to be able to see comments here while we're chatting, but then we're going to do some creative stuff and catch up. And when I do that, I will not be able to see comments. So give me just 1 second. Hey, Debbie. Hi, Julie. Okay. So I have comments. Hey, Daisy. Daisy, I sent you a package. Okay. I'm going to see if I can scoot back a little bit so that we can chat for a few minutes face to face. I mean, I guess we're not really face to face, but you know, where we can see each other, because I wanted to chat with you guys and I didn't want you guys just looking down at my work surface while we were chatting, because then I always feel like it's awkward. You're just looking at a blank space. So I have a few things here that we're going to do today. I have a project for you guys. Hey, Kathy. 2 Kathys popped on. So I have a project we're going to do, and then I'm going to show you guys a couple things, but I wanted to chat with you guys. Maybe if I try to sit up tall, like, will this help my posture so my face isn't cut off? I wanted to chat with you guys for a few minutes here. It's fitting because it's Monday, and, I put a post here on my page last night, and, I just said, you know, would you be interested in a little chit chat about anxiety and depression and overwhelm? And several of you guys were like, yeah, we would love to chat. So I've thought about this since last night, and I've thought, I know, aren't the colors beautiful? I've thought, let's have a little chat and let me share with you guys some things, and let's just have a little bit of a conversation. So if you're catching the replay, by all means, please still comment below and let me know that you've seen it, or if you have something to add, or you want to, you know, just share your experience. I would love that. I feel like this is I want it to feel like a happy and safe place for everybody. So a few of things I want to just start off by saying, I think that there's a lot more anxiety and overwhelm and depression happening in this world because of everything that's going on. And I just want to say really quickly, I've gotten a couple messages, like private messages, of people asking me why I haven't said anything about all the stuff going on. COVID-19, all the political stuff, the racial stuff that's happening, politically, all the things that are going on right now. We're in the middle of an election year. And I've gotten a couple messages that have said, you know, you have this platform, and why aren't you speaking out one way or the other? So I just want to make it very clear that I don't think that I have opinions and feelings about all of it, but I don't really feel like this is the place for me to voice those. I feel like you guys come here and you click the follow button and you show up to my lives because we have fun and it's a creative space. And I know right now when I'm clicking on videos and when I am watching people on YouTube or here on Facebook, it's because I don't want to hear it. Do you guys know what I mean? Like, I just want to watch somebody put stickers in their planner, or I want to see somebody make a card, or I want to connect I want to escape from all of it. And so I've made a very conscious choice to not say anything about it. It doesn't mean that I don't know what's going on. It doesn't mean it's not affecting us, our family, our life. I just choose to have joy in this space because this is what brings me joy. You guys, connecting with you, creating with you, that is my escape. It is my creative space. So I'm not going to say anything about it. So anybody, and I'm not offended that, I've had some emails. I get it. There's a huge call right now for content creators to use their voice. And what I'm going to use my voice to do is to praise the Lord and to be positive and to help where I can help. And that's where I'm just gonna leave it at all of those things. Recently, because I do struggle, the comments are coming so fast. Let me just catch up really quick. Hey, Shelly. My friend Shelly doesn't often get to pop on here. Hey, lady, I love you. Hey, Elizabeth. Amy said, you are so right. Crafts are my escape from all the crazy. And that's the truth. That's how I feel about it too. I don't even talk about it on my Facebook page. I'm going to get to that in 1 second, Daisy. I'm going to talk about that. Hey, Shannon. Julie said, I agree. This is a place for fun. But if you make a comment occasionally, that's okay too. Yeah. And I get that, you guys. And I have made comments, here and there, but I'm not going to debate it. Like, I'm not going to debate here, and it's not going to be a space that I don't feel like I have anything to add in this space that, you guys would want to hear about it. So we're going to keep to crafting, right? And we're going to keep to the positive part. And if you have emailed me, there's your answer. That's my answer to it. And I will continue to approach my space here on Facebook, on YouTube, on my website with that in mind. So let me chat with you guys for a few minutes before we dive into the creative portion about anxiety and depression and the overwhelm that I had kind of talked about I had posted last night. And you guys know I've always been pretty transparent. When I'm struggling, I say to you guys, I'm struggling, I'm behind, I'm overwhelmed. You guys know that. I've never hid that. I never pretend to have it all together. You guys have seen me have to get up in the middle of a live to go deal with my kids right now. And that's reality. And I want to be professional with you guys. You guys trust me with your time and your money and your energy. And I want to be super respectful of that. But I also want to be real with you guys and say to you, it's hard right now. It's overwhelming. And everything I do here for my business, I do alone. And I package kits alone. I answer emails alone. I write blog posts. I edit videos. I film. Every single thing that I do, I'm doing it alone. And it's a lot. It can be a lot. And then I do a lot of our household stuff. I have a husband, and he's amazing and helpful. And we're both working a lot right now because we don't know what's going to happen, right? We don't know. He's a tow truck driver. And so in the very beginning of the COVID-19 stuff, we were hit pretty hard because if people don't need fuel deliveries and they don't need tire changes and they don't need help, he can't help them. So, and all of our work, my work, his work, 90% of it is based on commission. So if he's not out working, he's not getting paid. If I'm not selling product and people aren't purchasing, I'm not getting paid. And so it's an added layer, and it's not bad. It's what we've chosen. I'm so thankful that when I have hard days with anxiety, I can walk away from this room and I can go, into my living room and not have to ask my boss if I can go home. I know so many of you guys are in that situation where it's hard and you have to just keep functioning with those things that are happening. So I never want to take that for granted, and I'm so thankful for it. But it is a reality. It's the overwhelm of managing all of this and managing the kids. And what I really want to say to you guys today is, I keep thinking week after week after week that we're going through all of this, and we're, going into a new month, or we're going into a new week. I keep wanting to say to you guys, yeah, I'm doing better. And this week, everything's fine. Everything's back to normal. And it's just really not the reality that I'm facing. There are days that are really, really good for me, and I get through things and I manage things. And there are other days, like this weekend, where I just have a night where I feel overwhelmed. I just feel like, how do I do all of this? How do I... And then the hard part is feeling like I never do anything right. Like I'm working so hard and I'm doing all of these things, and then I get an email and it's like, you messed this up. And I immediately am felt like, see, I'm failing. Like everything I do, it just isn't working. And it can be really hard. And I certainly, I feel like you have to take steps to deal with that emotional, like the emotional piece of it. I work with somebody monthly that is helping with nutrition and vitamin stuff and mental stuff. And I work with her every month, and she's amazing and has probably, saved my life this year. Just because of the way it works, the way I have a relationship with her and how much she helps. And so, I'm very thankful for that. So I feel like you have to seek out help. I currently have sought out medication for certain things. It's not a daily thing. It's not a daily situation, but it is something that is helping. And I'm not going to go into what it is or what I'm doing in that realm, because everybody has to make their own decision, and you really have to figure out what you need and then do that. But I think it's important to say to you guys, it's really hard right now. And there are some struggles, and I just feel like it's never just going to be okay. Like I'm never just going to get to Wednesday and everything is back to normal. Our world is upside down right now, and it can be hard. And so as I've taken steps, I'm working with somebody. I have tools that I reach for when I'm struggling, and I have people that I talk to, and my husband's very understanding, and I say to him, I'm struggling, I'm overwhelmed, this is where I'm at, my kids understand. And so I want you guys to know that I want to stop saying, oh, everything's fine, that happened last week and everything's back to normal. I just want to be in a space where I can be like, this is what's happening. This is the world we're living in right now. And we're all doing the best we can. At the end of the day, we're all doing the best that we can. And I know that I believe in God, and I believe that He did not give me a spirit of fear. And I say that multiple times a day. I can do this. I can get through this. We'll make it through this day. Tomorrow will be, we have tomorrow and we'll get stuff done tomorrow. But I just want you guys to really know where I'm coming from, and know that you're not alone if you're struggling too. I think that is the biggest thing that we can do for each other, is to just say to one another, you're not alone. You're doing the best you can, and you're not alone. And I want to keep showing up for you guys, and keep creating for you guys, and keep putting out content that will allow you to have a place to escape, that will allow you to have a place that you don't have to see all the other stuff happening. And I recently have stopped watching the news. I was watching the news at a small degree through the last few months. I would tune in the morning, and I would check the stock market and just see what was going on, and see if there was anything that was real major that I needed to tune into. I've stopped completely. I'm just my husband will tell me if the world's coming to an end, and otherwise I don't need to know. I don't need to turn the TV on. And I have a weather app and I check the weather on that app and I just don't do it. And over the last couple weeks, I've stopped going on Facebook. I come to Facebook to do my work and to go into my groups and to go to my page, but I've stopped scrolling the news feed. I've just stopped. I can't do it anymore. I cannot I just can't. That's what I'm gonna leave it at that. I cannot do it anymore, so I've stopped. And I don't know when I will feel it necessary to go back. But I just want you guys to know that yes, it is a struggle right now, and yes, it doesn't seem like it's getting any better. In fact, it just seems like it keeps getting worse. So instead of feeling like I constantly am having to strive to get to a point where I can say to you guys, yep, it's all done, everything's fine, I'm back to normal, everything's great. Instead, I'm just going to keep saying the truth. And if I'm struggling, I'm going to say I'm struggling. If I mess something up, if I don't communicate properly, I'm sorry. I really, that's the place I'm at. And it was funny. I have a customer who earned a stamp set from me like 3 months ago, and hers, it either got lost in the mail or I didn't send it out or something. And she contacted me and was like, I never got my stamp set. And I'm like, okay, that's okay. I have an extra one here. I'll send it to you. And she's like, okay, great. And there was like, no problem. And so about 2 weeks ago, she emailed me and she was like, you were going to send me the stamp set and you never have. I never got it. And I said, oh, I'm going to send it in your paper party packet. Is that okay? And she was like, oh yeah, it's totally fine. I just didn't want it to get lost in the mail. And I just, like, in that moment, it was my fault I didn't communicate with her. You know, it was my fault that I didn't say, hey, is it okay if I just stick this in this package I'm going to be sending you? And that's all it would have taken, right? And she wasn't angry at all. She was totally fine. She's a great customer and has become a friend over the years. But it's those things where I'm like, yeah, I could have done better. I could have communicated better, and I'm trying. And so you guys, I just want you to know, like, I'm here for you guys. This is the space in which we're here to be creative and to escape and to chat with one another. And we don't have to talk about politics. We don't have to talk about the world. You know, sometimes, you know, somebody will stop by and it's like, it's all they talk about. It's all they talk about. And I'm like, I don't want to be talking about this. Like, I'm staying home because I don't want it to be out there talking about it. So I want you guys to feel like, okay, she's human. Things may not be perfect. She might be struggling, but she is here showing up, and we can show up together in this community for one another, because we are stronger together. And I don't want to cry because I have makeup on, and that doesn't happen a lot these days. So I'm not going to get emotional and cry. I'm going to go back and catch up on a couple comments. Daisy said, you are only one person. That's the truth. We are all just one person. And the biggest thing that I can say is, let's just have grace with each other. You never know what somebody's dealing with. You never know what emotionally is happening with them at any given moment. And we are all just one person. We're all doing the best we can. Hey, Megan. Amy said, same for me. It keeps me upset. I think she's probably talking about news or Facebook. Hey, guys. Julie says, because if there's anything we need to know news-wise, we find out, right? The news is crazy these days. It is. It really is. And I appreciate you guys for, you know, honestly, like, for the negative stuff that comes in, or the chastising of me not saying this or saying that. I get so many kind emails, and you guys are so kind here. And I appreciate that more than you know. And I just want you guys to know that. I just want this space to continue to be a space of creativity and love. And this is why I've always wanted to do this. My desire has always just been to create and share. Long before I ever was doing this as a business, I had a YouTube channel because I wanted to craft and share. And I'm an introvert. And so I don't do well around a lot of people. So what better way to be able to create and share than be able to create videos and share them with you guys. So anyways, I love you all, and I'm so thankful for this space. I hope you guys didn't mind that chit chat, and let me very carefully move this phone. It is really like hanging on by a thread. So I'm going to grab this phone, I'm going to put it in my stand, and then we're going to dive in, and I have some creative stuff to share with you. And then I'm going to get up and grab my drink because I made a drink and I didn't put it by my space. So let's do this as carefully as we possibly can. Oh, let me turn you guys around. Okay. Get a little peek of my room there, and hopefully that was pretty smooth. That wasn't as horrible as I thought it might be. Look at that. I think I managed to do it. It wasn't all bumpy and I thought it might be. Okay. So you're gonna see my arm here, and I'm gonna scoot you guys closer. And I have some fun goodies here. Yes, Pam, let's be kind to each other. That was pretty smooth, Daisy. Okay, so a few things. Let me grab a drink because I talked for 20 minutes. My beautiful Starbucks cup. Hey, Tambra. My cousin's on here. Okay, here's the holiday catalog. Can you guys believe I still have not got mine in the mail? Thank God I stole this from Wendy last week, or a week and a half ago. Thank goodness when I was at her house, I stole it because, I mean, she knew I stole it. You guys, come on. Nobody freak out. I didn't break in her house and steal it, but I might if it came to a catalog. I just might break into her house to steal a catalog. But mine still hasn't come in the mail. She got hers in the mail. And she was like, well, there was no point in printing out those catalogs. And I'm like, yeah, actually there was, because I haven't got mine yet. So it is beautiful. This is our fall catalog. This catalog, we are transitioning this year from the way our catalogs have been. And we'll have basically 3 catalogs each year. And then they're kind of bigger. Like they're all going to be around the same size. So instead of having one big annual catalog and then like mini catalogs, these are this is like fall catalog, which I keep wanting to say holiday catalog. I'm trying to transition into saying fall catalog. It doesn't help when it's like plastered with Christmas. So we have our fall catalog, our spring catalog, and then our annual catalog. Yay, Susan received hers today. Yeah, now you can see everything better. It's so nice to have the printed copy. So I want to share with you guys that today, as of this moment, I spent about 3 hours this morning trying to get my computer to get woke up and work. Today, the fall paper party link to sign up went live. And I'm ecstatic about this, you guys. Wendy and I sat down about 2 weeks ago, and we had a major like sit down for the paper party situation, and we made some big decisions. This is the 3rd paper party that we've done, and they've been amazing. They are so much fun to do with you guys. You get to hang out with us. We do a live event. But we wanted to be able to add more content for you guys. Okay, so let's chat about how this came up. The paper party is a classic paper share. So the classic paper share is you take all of the paper that comes in the new catalog, you cut it into quarter packs or an 1/8 of a pack, and you send it out. And so you get, as a customer, you get the catalog, and then, or if you're a demonstrator, but you are not, maybe you're not selling, maybe you're just using your discount, you get all of the paper, and then you can really decide what you like by looking at the paper. And we're going to look at this. I'm going to share this with you guys. So that's what a classic paper share is. So basically you split all of the paper with 4 people, and then you get to decide what paper you want to get in the 12 by 12 sets, right? Because sometimes you see a paper in the catalog and you're like, oh, that's beautiful, like this Halloween paper, but then you get it and you're like, oh, I don't like it. Now, that's not the case with this paper. This paper is beautiful and I love it, but there definitely have been papers that I have thought I was going to like, and then I get them and I don't like them. Or what happens is there's a paper I think I won't like and I love it. So that is why you would get a paper share. So what Wendy and I did is we have taken the classic paper share and we've turned it up a notch. And you get the paper share, but you get a card kit that coordinates with each of your papers. Okay, so let me show you what that looks like because I actually have a set. Which is sort of a little bit convenient that I just happen to have this one still sitting on my desk. So when you get your paper, you get pieces inside, and that makes a card. So each set of paper will coordinate with a card kit, and you get to make a card kit. So you'll get a package with envelopes and card bases, and we always have a pillow gift. This was our pillow gift this time. And so you get that and you can make the cards, and you get exclusive videos from us showing you how to make the cards. And then you get the hangout with us, the live hangout. It's recorded. So after the event, if for some reason you couldn't make it to the live event on Facebook, then you'll get the recording and you can still see. And then we leave the Facebook group open so you can get on there and see all of the stuff. We give away 2 bundles from the catalog. That is the minimum of the stuff that we give away. We do at least a pillow gift, and then we each pick a bundle to give away. Everybody's entered into that. You don't have to be present to win. So you don't ever have to worry about if you can make it, or maybe you're not on Facebook. That's okay too, because what we have done is we have decided to put together pages on our website that are password protected, and you can log on to that and then you'll see all of the content. Okay, so that's really awesome, but we have gone even a step farther and we are adding even more content. So the day of the party, which is Friday, July 10th, you guys are going to see several more videos from us. We have come up with something that we are calling paper plays. And basically what we want to do is we want to help you see how to use your paper. We all love paper, right? Like I'm a paper whore, right? Like I love it. You guys should see all of the designer paper that I buy and I hoard and I don't let go of because it's gorgeous and I just have to have it. But our idea is to help you guys see how you can use your designer paper even more. So we have 4 paper play videos, and I'm going to show you something that I've created. I'm going to show you both of my paper play projects because they're sitting here on my desk. I need to photograph them. So we've looked at that one and we've looked at that one. While I'm chatting, I'm trying to be proactive and show you guys. So this is one of my paper play videos. So I filmed a whole video on how I created this, and I'll be sharing that. And then my other paper play video is this. I did a layout. Oops, my kids are you guys okay? Yeah, sure, have a cookie. Sorry, you guys, I didn't mean to yell right in your ear. So I did both of those. So not only do you get the recorded videos and you get to make the cards, but then you're going to see 4 different projects for using your paper even more. So the sign up for the fall paper party, I've posted it on my page already. And we have several different options. Okay, so we have the option where you can just get the paper if you're like, I don't want to go to no party. I don't want to deal with that. We have an option where you can just get the paper and you get nothing else. And then we have all the way up, we have several different packages that you can choose from. This is the autumn paper. Oh, it's so beautiful. We have several different packages that you can choose from, all the way from getting the paper and the kits and no stamp sets to getting several of the stamp sets that we're going to use. And I'm going to show you guys the stamp sets we're going to use. So there's that. This paper is gorgeous. And then here are the 2 bundles that we're going to use from the holiday catalog. There is one other stamp set that we are going to use. It's a sentiment only stamp set, much like the sentiment only stamp set we did in the annual catalog. And it's a Christmas one, and it's a cute one. So there's lots of different options for you to choose from. This is the Have a Hoot bundle. So here's the images, and then here's the dies. They have some stitched dies, and then you can cut out the owl. It has the this is the spider web. So these are super, super cute. This one I love. I love the pumpkin. This is a great one. So this is one of the bundles, and then this is another bundle, and you guys are going to love these dies. Let me just show you. Let me just show you. Elizabeth, you want a cookie too? Let me show you these dies, you guys. They're awesome. They are so amazing. And we have some really fun ideas with this specifically. It is a lot of work for Wendy and I to put this on. Everything, the amount of planning that goes into it, from looking through the catalog and picking the stamp sets, we are very, very thoughtful about the product that we pick. We don't just pick what we love. We really think about the card kits that we're going to create and how you can get the most out of the product. If you buy the product, we want to make sure we're picking products that you're going to get a ton of use out of. And so this is the other set. And then, like I said, there's a sentiment only set that is a Christmas set. So that is the fall paper party. We are working hard to help everybody to understand what it is. We have a little bit of a special thing coming up in the next couple weeks, so that you guys can hopefully understand what our paper parties are, and it will be easier. Because I've gotten a lot of questions recently, like, I don't even understand what your paper parties are. And so we're trying to do a better job of sharing with you what they are. And then also we've added a ton of content. So I will pop the link up in the description here when I'm done, but I have posted it on my page. There is a video out on YouTube now. As soon as I'm done here, I'm going to write a blog post and I'm going to write an email and get that sent out. Okay. So let's go ahead and dive into our creative project. And let's get started with that. I want to make a circle card for you guys today. So I am using dies that are retired. If you will notice, there is a sticker on this and there's a hair in it. That's always nice. There is a sticker on here that says retired, because these are retired. These are circle dies that Stampin' Up! Had a long time ago. There's page pieces in here too, like page fuzzies. I use these because they're really big. In fact, Daisy just said, those are huge dies. And they are. They're really big. They're the biggest circle dies that I had. So I used the biggest circle die. And let me show you what I did. Okay, so I used this circle die, and let me show you. Because since I've already cut everything, I knew that I was going to chit-chat a lot today. So actually, I don't need to cut anything. I can just show you. I have a piece of cardstock here. Okay, so what I did to create this is you just fold your cardstock. We probably need a different, see, I always fold mine this way, so that's why. But all you do is you take your die and you would fold it. So say, let's pretend like you've folded it this way so that the crease is here. Then all you do is lay your die right on your cardstock so that it's just hanging off a tiny bit. And then you run that through your die cut machine and it will come out and it will look like this. So does that make sense for everybody? So you just fold your cardstock, and the more of a crease that you want, the farther up your circle can go. So I usually do it to where it just hangs off a tiny, tiny bit. And like I said, these are really old Stampin' Up! Dies. You know, you guys, I'm never going to tell you to just only buy Stampin' Up! Product. It's just not my, it's not my cup of tea to say that. So if you can find really large dies that you want to keep in your collection, I think that that is fantastic. Like I said, I always kept these because I knew these circles were bigger than the current circles we have. So that's what I used to create this. And then what I did is I just used those circles to create some layers. And this is Misty Moonlight design cardstock. And then this is Pool Party cardstock. And then this is Misty Moonlight designer paper from the Basics. And I want to use the wood grain. And then the other thing that I grabbed is the polka dots from that same designer paper set. And this, I think, is 2 inches. 2 inches on the dot is what this piece is going to be. So these two, I just used the circle dies so that they would be able to layer. So for this, we can just go ahead and put some adhesive down. Now, circle cards are cards. I've wanted to create circle cards, I don't know, for the longest time, and I feel intimidated by them. But they're really not intimidating, and they're fun. Okay, so we have our piece, and we know that that's going to go ahead and go on there. So the next thing I want to do is I want to attach this piece. And so I'm going to do that flat, and what I'm going to do is add quite a bit of adhesive kind of down the middle here. And then I'm going to use my grid mat and get that sort of in the middle. It got quiet because I'm trying to line it up. Pretty good. It's not in the middle though, but that's okay. This isn't Hallmark. This is never going to be Hallmark. So now I'm going to take my scissors. I really probably should take my charm off, but I really love having a charm on these scissors, but see how gross it is? It's like faded and dirty. Actually, Wendy got that for me when she went to Hawaii one year, and she brought it back, and I loved it. I just love that it's a charm on my scissors, and I've never been able to find it again. Like, I've never been able to find them to, like, buy a new one to replace it. I don't even know what. I think that this was a, I think it was like a cell phone. Remember when the cell phones used to have like a little loop at the top? I think that's actually what this was for. But I don't know like what it would be called to like purchase another one to like, so it's not so gross. Okay, I hope I'm still live because I have not seen a comment come in very recent. Okay, so now we're going to take some fun foam. Oh yeah, like pagers. Yeah, like the pager charms. Yeah. And then see, on these, I made this one with buttons and baker's twine. And these are my really good scissors that are not for ribbon. And you can see they're kind of like gross. And then my ribbon scissors, I have ribbon tied on them so that I only use these to cut ribbon. So, but I did make this one with buttons years ago. Okay, so we're gonna add a little foam. And then I've done all the work for the stamping because I didn't know how long I would yammer on. Okay, so that looks about good. So we'll put that on here. And then we just want to make sure this is opening up properly. And then we'll add this to it. Oops, I don't think it moved. I think it's okay. Okay, right? So far, so good. So next what I've done is I've used this stamp set here. This is the Posted For You, and it is a red rubber set, and it has a punch. Let me find it. It's right here on my desk. This it goes with it, and it's like a postage stamp, right? So what I've done is I have stamped this with Versamark ink, and I've heat embossed it with white embossing powder. Look how beautiful it is. And I'm gonna put this right here. You could put it, I actually think it looks better kind of right there. Now, the only thing that I feel like it's missing is a little bling. And I almost want to create like a paper flower or something to go on it. What could I use? We have this. And then let me grab some pool party cardstock. So this is a punch. It's a little flower punch. I feel like I just heard a car door close, but nobody's here. Okay, so what's fun is if you scrunch these up, just scrunch them up. Okay, I know that seems like, what? What are you doing? Let me get... I have that's normal size brads. I thought I had some mini ones. My embellishment drawer here, I think, are these minis? Yeah. Okay, so I have some, these are old Stampin' Up! Embellishments, but I have a mini brad. These are super tiny. And then what we'll do is right through the middle of that, we'll poke a hole. I don't even know if this is going to work, you guys, but we're going to see. Okay. And then I got so caught up in my project here, I haven't been watching comments. Okay, and then offset these. And then pinch them together. Like so. I know, Doesn't seem right to do that, but I promise you. These are little flowers, so it might not work as well. Because you really got to crunch them up. It works better with larger flower punches. Okay. And then we'll put a dimensional. I think a dimensional will fit on the back of this. Right over that. Okay, so this was a total afterthought. For sure, but let's see how it looks. Oh, I love it. And then what you can do is add a little bit of Wink of Stella to this. And then you just offset it. Perfection. Yeah, I really like it with the flower better. I don't know, maybe like even, I wonder if I should do a couple. I don't know, what's your guys' vote? Like 3 of them or just the one? I mean, we can make these and then just see. So you just scrunch it up. These work really great with larger flowers. Right? We have to have some bling. Like, I have to have some sparkly and some shiny. Like, you can't do a project without it. Okay, so I smushed these up. Just one. Kathy's vote is just one. So I'm going to put these together, and then we're not going to attach them. We're just going to see how they look, because maybe you'll change your mind, Kathy. Maybe you'll be like, all of the flowers need to be on there. So then you just... And probably you could totally like ink the edges of these. That would add a little bit of character to them. I'm trying hard not to poke myself, you guys. Because I've been known to do that too. Okay. So let's get our mini brads again. So we just need 2 of them. I'm very ecstatic to have my nails back. Whew, it was a rough go not being able to get my nails done for so long. Okay. I think Kathy's right. I think only one is gonna work. Okay, Daisy said just one. Uh-oh, so the vote is, looks like I'm gonna be outvoted. Whoops. Let me just see, you guys. Let me just see. Okay. Let's crunch them up. I think just one. I think just one. Or maybe like that down. That would have been cute. Okay, I think just one. But then look, I feel like it should have been, can I take it off and reposition it? Ha! I can. Like, I feel like that's better. So I totally hung something up today in my office with a dimensional on my wall. I totally hung up a rosette that I had made, and I stuck a dimensional. Originally, I was like, I'm just going to stick this dimensional on here I want to see if it will look good up on the wall. And it stuck really well. And I was like, I'm just going to leave it there till it falls. Like, let's see how long a dimensional will hold something to your wall. Let's just see. Okay, so I really like this, you guys. Look, I'm still trying to figure out how I can like make you guys love 3 of them. Okay, I'll stop trying. Kathy says I still like 1. She's like, stop trying. So here is our circle card for today. I hope you guys enjoy this. Like I said, I will pop in the link for the fall paper party sign up as soon as I'm done here. I have to jump off here because I need to get that blog post written and my email written. And I need to do a live in my membership group. Oh, Julie likes 3. Somebody coming to my rescue. So I will jump off of here, you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoyed seeing this card. And I will be back Friday for a live. And then I have other projects planned for you guys for this week. And then this is the last... not the last day, but the last few days to sign up for the Whale of a Time card class. It coordinates with the Well Punch and Stamp set, and I'm getting ready to send invoices out today, and then it will close at the end of this week. So if you were thinking about taking that class, make sure you sign up. It was very different. The circle card is very different. And I'm excited that I finally made one because I've wanted to make one for years. So I hope that you guys have a good day and I will chat with you guys later on. Thanks so much, guys.